Hey, it's Josh. Have you been told that cybersecurity is an excellent field that you should just break into, maybe study a little bit of information, get a few certifications, and then find an entry-level role and begin your journey? Well, today I want to tell you why that's a little bit misleading and also a potential recipe for disaster. First and foremost, I am not here to crush any ambitions or any desires. Rather, I want to explain that cybersecurity is an advanced, nuanced field of work. More specifically, it's not where you start, rather it's a field that you grow into. In this quick video, I'm going to break down why cybersecurity requires foundational knowledge. In addition, I'm going to provide you a few tips on what it actually takes to succeed. Our first key point here is that there's a problem with cybersecurity promises. I know I've covered this extensively in previous videos, but I cannot say it enough that institutions and training providers often oversimplify cybersecurity. More specifically, they often market cybersecurity as an easy entry-level position with great job success. Of course, the problem with any career field is that there is no guaranteed success or job placement. But even more, they often disregard or undervalue the necessity for entry-level IT knowledge. The fact of the matter is that cybersecurity builds on IT experience and IT knowledge as a whole. It's foundational. The bigger fact of the matter is that cybersecurity is not an entry point. The next key point here that kind of ties this all together is why cybersecurity requires foundational knowledge. And yeah, it's an easy giveaway that cybersecurity is about protection, but in order to protect, you need to understand what it is that you're trying to protect, why it's vulnerable, why it matters. Cybersecurity is based upon a multitude of disciplines. For example, networking fundamentals. You need to understand how data moves. Attackers often try to exploit traffic paths, or just endpoints and how they communicate. Another is system administration. Understanding how servers and endpoints and configurations create risks. It's like being asked to guard a fortress and you don't even know what the walls or gates or weak points even represent. Even more, maybe you wouldn't even understand how they work or why they matter. The problem is, if we don't understand how they work or what they even are, how could we even begin to anticipate what makes them weak or why we need to protect them? The key here is that we can't protect what we don't know and we can't strengthen what we don't understand. Moving on to point number 4, I want to use defense in depth as our proof point. Beyond a term or a concept, this is going to highlight why having a critical understanding of a multitude of disciplines is extremely important. As a concept and more as a practice, defense in depth includes implementing layers of security measures. And while you may be familiar with different layers of security, if you're unfamiliar with your environment, your systems, your practices, any of that matter, how are you going to know what layers to apply here? By far and wide, cybersecurity is not a one-size-fits-all. Even more, you cannot use a strategy like defense in depth without understanding. You can't design strategies like defense in depth without understanding vulnerabilities and further understanding why attackers think the way they do. On to the next point, let's discuss the right path to cybersecurity. The easy one here is to start in foundational IT roles. Yes, they may not be glamorous or the title may not be as appealing as one found in cybersecurity, but there is plenty to gain from roles in networking or systems administration or any form of help desk for that matter. You need to gain real-world experience with systems and networks. This is how you're going to leverage a deeper understanding and use that towards a career field in cybersecurity. And most importantly, with experience comes the confidence that is required to excel in cybersecurity. To wrap this up, cybersecurity is an extremely rewarding career field, but make no mistake, it is not an entry-level field. Promises of shortcuts ignore the reality here. You cannot protect what you don't understand, and you're not going to understand without foundational knowledge. When you invest in IT foundational knowledge, you are truly investing yourself and your future, and that is where success is going to lie. And again, while there's no shortcut to success in cybersecurity, with the right foundation, you'll get there.